mic
was press the record
had
button.
one job, and it was to touch the record button. He messed it up. But
Did you press it?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's going. I mean, it should be going with how hard he pressed that. But we're back here. Uh, we have Ree, who is a powerlifting athlete, also a personal trainer, also a stretch therapist. And am I missing any titles?
That's not the name of it. We're gonna cut that out.
What is it? I'm sorry. It's not a stretch therapist.
It's like strength. It's like a stretch mobility like specialist or like I don't know.
Stretch mobility specialist, and soon to be massage therapist.
Yes, soon to be.
Massage therapist.
DC.
And just overall awesome.
And
So-
you're an athlete.
And she's my athlete. And she has like 2 gold medals. 3 gold medals. 3 gold medals, my bad.
How many
Yes.
records?
She had like 10 records. Personal records.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
We're out here breaking personal
We're
records.
breaking PRs out here. But Ree is going to be handling some of you at the Forge Your Story Classic. So we thought it would be great to have her introduce herself and get to know Ree. She's also helping us with the tutorial video, so super appreciative for that. Thank you, Ree. So I guess if you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, what got you into powerlifting, what your plans are for the future of you in the sport, and we'll go from there.
Cool. Hello, everyone. I'm Ree. I got into powerlifting, honestly, because of him. We both worked at 24 Hour Fitness a couple years ago. He was one of my trainers, and I saw him working out with his friends like Mike and Ryan and everyone. And I was like, oh, those are cool. Like, they're powerlifting and everything. And so I asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, let's work out one time. So I fell in love with it, and ever since, he's been my coach. Honestly, I love powerlifting. The community is amazing. You meet new people every time you go to meet, and I love that. I love that part. My future for powerlifting, honestly, is just to keep lifting as much as I can until I can't. I'm going to keep going as far as I can. Honestly, it's just fun. It's part of me. It's sometimes my whole personality, but I love it. And yeah, I'm excited.
What would you say? Because yeah, I think you do a great job, like trying to be a positive influence to everyone in the sport. What would you say is your philosophy for like powerlifting, and what message are you trying to get across with the way you're an athlete?
That's a good question. Honestly, I love powerlifting so much because when I step on that platform, the only person I'm competing with is myself. And the way I see powerlifting is just being the best version, the strongest version of yourself. No one else really matters when you're up there competing. It's all you. And that's one thing I really like about it, is just I can focus on myself. And just having fun out there is my main philosophy, honestly. Every time I lift, I have fun with it. There will be bad training days, but that comes with the sport. But I always just have fun with it. It makes me happy. It's a good outlet. And I just like showing up for myself, honestly, at the end of the day, and just being the strongest version of myself.
Nice. What would you say has been, I guess, like a growing pain with? Oh, so I've coached Ree, and I've seen her grow in the sport, and the sport has helped her grow in other aspects of life too. And I know she's gained a lot from it. What would you say is like one experience or something that powerlifting has helped you get through, and what has that taught you?
Well, my second to last meet I had in October was, to me, one of my not best meets I've had, but that taught me that there are meets that will not always be what you think it's going to have the outcome-wise. Things do happen, but it was a hard lesson for myself to understand that like there were things that I've learned from that. I've taken it with me off to the off season, trained it, and performed a lot better. My last meet was basically honestly just understanding that there are bad meets and there are bad training days. I always had that mentality of like everything has to be perfect, but that's not always true. So that was one thing that I had to really learn and not be so hard on myself. I'm that type of person that has to make sure everything is done correctly. And I was really hard on myself, but I learned I had to take a step back and understand life happens, things happen. So that was one thing that taught me was just not be hard on yourself and understand that comes with a sport. There's not always the best meet always, every time.
Nice. That was awesome. And yeah, and she took that experience, overcame all that, and freaking crushed her last meet. So great job with that. That was really inspiring, and it was really cool to see as a coach too how Ree was able to, overcome those mental barriers and really tune into her training and just crush it. And that was great. I think we could end with what tips would you give a new lifter, and then we're gonna be seeing a lot of Ree, so make sure to follow her on Instagram.
Two of my biggest tips for any new lifters or anyone starting to work out or anything like that is have fun, honestly. And for powerlifting, don't worry about your weight class, especially as your first meet ever. Don't even worry about your weight. All you're trying to do is just go out there, do your lifts, have fun with it, put some numbers on the board. That's all that matters. Your weight is your weight. Go have fun with it, especially as your first meet. I know for me, I was kind of stressed about it, but at the end of the day, I was like, I have nothing else to compare it to. So I just went out there, had fun, and yeah, those are my two biggest tips.
Awesome. And thank you so much, Ree.
Of course.
You'll be seeing Ree at the Forge Your Story Classic. She'll be helping out with the warm-up area, helping handle you if you need someone to go ahead and help you with that. So if you guys have any questions before or during the meet, after the meet, Ree is super approachable. She loves helping out, so be sure to hit her up. And what's your Instagram again?
_FitGoRiri.
Go ahead and follow her, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yay.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she get shredded. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night, another movie getting paid. Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows.